Hello there, and a warm welcome to you. I am so excited to do this challenge with you, and I know you might be kind of going, okay, I don't know, can I really just do this in just 1 week? But trust me, I believe in you. I know you've got this. You got this. We can do this together. And this 5-day challenge is really just a kick in the pants to get you started. It's not going to be the be all end all of your shop isn't going to be perfect after this, but it's just it's just a booster. It's just a caffeine shot for your shop. And I'm excited to get started with you. And first, I just want to kind of tell you guys who I am and why you care about listening to me and why I'm teaching this. My name is Kathy Olson, and I am the president of Love Inspired. We're a brand and web design company, and we create totally custom shop sites and other kind of sites for our clients when they're looking to up level their businesses. So you're in the right place. And Shopsite School is our newest creation, and it is a classroom to basically teach people how to create their own shops or how to get off of a different platform, or just how to make their shop work better and in a DIY way, in a DIY solution type of way, to save money and time and just kind of get you to know the back end of your own site and how it all works. And so that's what Shopsite School is for. And you can find us at love-inspired.com for our custom work, or shopsiteschool.com to enroll in the class. Awesome. So I am ready to get started. So are you ready to up level? You probably are if you're here, right? We're doing a 5-day challenge. If you're in on the challenge, you probably are. But I just want to make sure you're in the right place. Does any of this sound familiar? You have an Etsy shop, but you're tired of hearing, I found it on Etsy, when people ask where they got it from. And maybe you're tired of sending traffic to Etsy instead of your site. So yeah, Etsy's getting tons of hits, right? But what about your site? And what about when you want to move on? And what about when you want to contact those people and start selling new things? You're really building it on their platform, and so you're getting probably kind of frustrated about sending everybody their way, right? You're sending all of them the traffic their way. Or maybe you currently have a shop. Like maybe you've already graduated off of Etsy, but you are like started this shop and you're like, oh, now what? So you're struggling to get traffic. You're not getting people to go over there. You're not sure how they can find you. Maybe you're facing abandoned carts. You kind of see that people are in and out and not quite buying. Or maybe you just want to make your site easier for people to buy from you, so you can start increasing your sales and start upping that number of sales per checkout. But you're short on the know-how, or you're short on the funds to get there. And I totally get it. We make custom sites, so I totally understand that it's a huge investment, and you're not always ready, right? You got to start selling before you can make the investment. It's that the whole chicken before the egg thing, right? So that is where we come in. So Monday, and you don't have to start this on a Monday. I'm just starting it on a Monday just so it makes more sense. But if it's not Monday for you, this is day one. We're starting in on day one. This is where everyone starts, right? So for day one, we got to kind of start in the clouds a little bit. And I know if you've ever taken any challenges before, or if you've taken any courses or anything like that, you hear people talking about either your client avatar or your ideal client, or stuff like that. And this is kind of where this comes in. And the reason people always start here is because it's really important. It's all about building that foundation. And so when I'm saying this one, home in on your customers, and it is home in, I just found that out. I'm still saying hone, but it's home. When you want to home in on your customers, the reason you want to do this is because you want to home in on your up-leveled customers. So maybe you currently have customers, you currently have a shop rolling, but you're looking to move it to the next level. And so whatever that means for you, who are those next level people? And so maybe you've done this before. Maybe you've figured out who your ideal client is. Maybe you figured out your avatar and all of that. But now you have a different type of situation happening. And so now you want to, and even if you don't, you always want to reevaluate it at this point in time, and also be thinking about, of course, the future, but who are your buyers? So you really want to dig in deep, and this is how we're going to do it. Okay, so here is your challenge for Monday or day one, whenever you start. You want to think about, what do the raving fans have in common? Is it their lifestyle? Is it their passions, the things they care about? Is it their style? Is it their creativity? What is it that makes them your ideal people to be buying your products? The ones that love it, the ones that don't complain, Hate to say it, but right, those are your favorites. The ones that are just fans, that whenever we put something out, they buy it, right? What do those people have in common? Because you could go, okay, these are people from different walks of life, whatever, but they have something in common. They have a uniting thread. They always do. And we do this with our clients, our private clients, and there's always something we can find that they have in common. So is it the things they care about, right? What are those things? What are those things that really matter to them? And so for day one, I really want you to start writing down a narrative about narrowing in on what makes them fans. And the reason why you want to do this is so that you can create more of them. So it's just like figuring out a goal, right? You can't figure out what your goal is unless you have the hard and fast numbers. If you're trying to, sell a certain amount or something by quarter, you don't know how much you need to sell each month unless you have your quarterly goals. This is the same way. If you want to get more of those people that are raving fans and you want to really speak to those people, you got to figure out who they are. And so that's really where this comes in. So for day one, we're really going to home in on your customers and figure out what makes them tick so that you can create more of them. So that is your first homework assignment. And then the second thing I want you to work on for day one is think about what matters to them most. And the reason this is important is because you want to be speaking their language and you want to appeal to what they care about. Because a lot of the times we think about pricing or, maybe it's features, maybe it's things that the product has, maybe it's the price of it, but that's not really what's selling it. And that's one of those, this is when you start to up level your shop and shift into a new place, this is where this really comes into play, because you really want to tell that story to your clients and your customers that are coming. And the action tip here is that the visuals and the story, you want them to align with why your product and your service helps. So you want to think about what matters to them most and why they would want your product because that matters to them. So for example, if you sell something for your desktop, like maybe you sell pens and pencils and paper and notebooks and stuff like that. Think about what matters to them most. Well, maybe they're, a small business owner and they work from home and they don't have anyone else there. Maybe they're alone, they get lonely, but what matters to them is being surrounded by something that inspires them. And they like to use things on their desk that makes them feel inspired and creative, right? That makes them feel like their day's a little bit happier, even though they're alone and they're kind of in this little dungeon, in their, wherever their office is or their desk is. But maybe your products just brighten up their day a little bit. And so it's really important to be thinking about the backstory and why people would buy what you're selling so that you can really tell that story to sell them what you're selling, right? It kind of makes sense. And so those are the two things that I want you to work on for Monday or for day one, whatever day you're starting. And so just to backtrack, think about what your raving fans have in common. We want to figure out that common thread. And if it helps, you can write a narrative about it. So this person does this, this, and that. They shop here. They drink this. They care about this. Here's what they do, for a job, those type of things. And then your second thing is going to be what matters to them most, and say they want to work from home, but they want to be surrounded by pretty things. And it matters what their desk looks like in the morning so that they can feel like they can put their best foot forward and really get things done. Okay. Just as an example. But these are the two things I want you to, this is going to help you home in on your customers, and it's going to help us basically through the rest of this week. It's going to build a foundation for the rest of this week. So I'm excited for you guys to do this, and I'll see you on Tuesday or tomorrow. Bye guys.